There were, I mean, the first two series that I ever did, they were both things where they passed on me and then they came back.
Oh, okay.
And particularly the first one, because I got a second chance, I ended up getting the role. It basically changed my career.
Look at that. A question is positioned in the film: a man committed to a cause or a man committed to himself. Which man are you?
You mean the characters?
Wow, that's
almost. Oh.
That is too difficult. That's too difficult a question because it boxes you in. A man committed to a cause will do, yeah. Well, there's an old line about patriotism, you know. Patriotism is the last refuge of a scoundrel. You know, it really is.
I feel like it depends on the
cause. No,
exactly.
It depends on the cause. And always for yourself. If you're a good guy, well, you turn on your own personality. But how long it's a difficult question. That's why you asked it.
Yeah, because for me, I feel like the answer would be both.
Okay.
And it depends, because because sometimes you can be committed to something, and you just have to admit that it's taking you in the wrong direction.
Okay.
And if you can't admit it, then bad things will keep happening.
Bad things will continue.
These people do not touch the drugs. They don't go near the drugs. The wire is what gives us Barksdale. Day by day, piece by piece.
For me, it was mostly cops. I mean, I would hear over and over again, wow, man, that show's a little too real. And occasionally attorneys would come up to me.
How can you sum up Dick Wolf in one word? The guy is, he's a monster. Creatively, is it business-wise? I mean, I think, I'm not sure if Law & Order has beat Gunsmoke as the longest running, the original Law & Order, is the longest running series in the history of American television. I think it's hitting 20 years. So they're either neck and neck or it's just past it.
Sir, I'm asking you to save a man's life. Are you telling me that you don't have the authority to let me do my job?
You know, as we were moving toward the cliffhanger, they decided they wanted to kind of come in and reinvigorate the show a little bit. So I think viewers are going to be pleasantly surprised that some of the, it's still a procedural, but some of the formulaicness of the show will kind of go out the window, and it'll be much more dynamic. And that's very much in large part due to JJ's vision and his influence.
I had a similar experience with The Wire. When you step back and when you actually look at it, you think, wow, I'm in that group. You know, I mean, it's really makes you proud.
Because it's a great school and we can't afford anywhere else.
Except that he's not going to live with you and your brother.
So you, of all people, you'd stop him from getting the right schooling?
Not going to happen.
And I should trust your judgment given what happened?
I think it's the right time to write for the show. For me personally, it's the right time. I'm definitely ready to do something else. But I also think that I'm very glad we had the opportunity to have this final season. I think it's going to, in my mind, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the storyline of The Observers is the one major plot line that was started at the beginning of the first season that's never been resolved, and we're going to be resolving it in a big way. And the other thing about the season is I think it's going to feel almost like a cable show as opposed to a network series this season for a couple of reasons. One, because there's only 13 episodes, and two, because it's going to be the most serialized season of all the seasons. So I don't think there are going to be any kind of cases, one-off cases of the week. It's going to be one long storyline, one long storyline, one kind of bullet train to the end. Honestly, movies like this. I mean, it's funny, my wife and I just watched Jurassic Park 3 in 3D at home. And then when we got here, we watched Jurassic Park 2.
The high table wants your life.
Would you help set the mood for our new guest?
Let us begin.
My dog. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
She's a pit bull mix. And she's the sweetest. We got her. We adopted her. So and she's older, so she's starting to get arthritis, and most of her teeth are gone. She's just the sweetest dog I've ever seen. Until other dogs come into her space, and it's like she turns into the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.